Hello guys, so let's keep updating this chart. Let's keep doing analysis from my prediction that I made for NVIDIA. I'll be covering the two predictions, Tesla and NVIDIA, and I'll start with NVIDIA. So the first circles, so far everything is correct. Everything is 100% correct. This is not new to me. Most of my predictions, if not all of them, start in the first 2 weeks like 100% correct. Many of them go on to finish the entire month with 100% accuracy. So this is nothing new to me and nothing new to the people that have been watching this channel for quite a while now. But anyways, let's begin with the first day, with the first circle that we have, which is 3 of July, because not many days have passed since the last day. I think this is the perfect date to begin this update. So we have this circle, we have this green circle with 3 on it, and we also share that day with the red circle, which has 3 or 4th of July. So we were expecting either the uptrend to materialize or the downtrend, or could be a mix of two, in the sense that there will be a lot of volatility or a lot of range, meaning that the price does nothing like it happened on the day prior to that, which is the 2nd of July. So what we got on July 3rd is that we had a massive, very big, very powerful uptrend, extremely volatile right here. We saw this green candle, massive green candle, followed by consecutive smaller ones, but with some good quality on the volume. So we're starting to see a very powerful uptrend on these days, on these first hours of the day. By the end of the day, the price kind of corrects a little bit. It kind of cools down, and leading up to the next day, which is going to be July 5. Now, July 5 is not within these circles, but if you remember my last video, I talked about that this one that has 6 or 7, these days are not market days, so we could maybe take them into account for the preceding day, which is July 5. So in that sense, that means that July 5 has to have a red energy, has to be a red day, and that's exactly what we saw. We have July 5 right here. This is where the day starts. And we clearly see that we finish on a lower position than the one we started. So it was indeed a red day. It was indeed a downtrend. Maybe not that volatile or dramatic, but nonetheless, it was a red day. And the next day is this circle, which has 8th of July on a green trend, meaning an uptrend. And that's exactly what we saw, but it was not really that powerful or volatile as the prior one, which happened on the 3rd of July. What we got on the 8th was more like it was a big push, don't get me wrong, but after that big push, the price kind of collapsed, and we closed on a higher position than the one we started with. But it's not really that high. It's almost like a yellow day in that sense, which is today, the day of the recording of this video, July 8th. And that's what I have for NVIDIA. As you can see, very accurate chart so far. We can say that this first week is panning out very nicely. Tomorrow we expect more volatility, and especially tomorrow will be a day that defines and will pave the way for the next circle, which is a red circle, which has July 10 or 11. So we can expect that to happen on these days. And like I said, that's all I have for NVIDIA. Now let's take a look at Tesla. And that's a very identical picture with Tesla. In fact, it's almost identical circles. We have another trend, green day on the 8th. We have the only difference is that we have this with July 5 as a green one, and the last one with the preceding days, it was a red day. So let's see what happens with Tesla. We begin on July 4th, which was not a market day. So let's skip all the way to July 5, yellow circle. That means that day is going to be either volatile or very rangish. That's what we got, kind of a mix of two, but more on the range. We never really saw an uptrend on this kind of level that we saw on the NVIDIA one, right? So that's what we got for July 5, and the next circle is a green one. We shared this day, July 5, with that day. And on 6, as you know, the day that is not a market day, so it doesn't open on that day. And the energy of that day is also a green one like the previous day. So, like I said, July 5 was an uptrend, but not really that powerful, not really that strong. Still, the prediction is 100% correct so far. And it's also very accurate considering the next day, which is today, July 8. Now, what we got here is a downtrend. I mean, an uptrend, but with a cool down by the end of the day, basically, in the final hours. So kind of a mix of these two, but I'm leaning towards more like a green day, like we are seeing right here. It's an uptrend. I mean, in order to be an uptrend, we have to have a position closing on a higher note than the one we started the day with. So that's exactly what we got here. And this green circle, this red circle, which also has the 8th of July. We could say that it was the cool down. The red day, the red circle kind of symbolizes the cool down that we got here in these final hours, somewhere around the remaining half hours of the day, something like that. And nonetheless, it was indeed a green day. So that's all I have for you guys. That's all I got for today. I will be updating these charts. I will also be talking about the possibility that NVIDIA could be a bubble. I really don't think that is the case, but I still think it is very worthwhile to share that insight and information and all the details. Maybe some of you don't know about this. Anyways, I'll be seeing you guys in the next video, and I'll wish you a good day. Take care.